Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So as you guys seen by the title, today we're going to finally be doing what you guys have been asking for, doing something on the Cricut. Okay, so I'm gonna just give a few people some details just in case you didn't see like my unboxing or you didn't watch the vlog where I was actually shopping for it, which I'll tag both of those videos down below. This is the Cricut that I have. It's the Cricut Explorer Air 2, and then with my Cricut I'm going to show you guys the things that I purchased separately. I do want to make a disclaimer really quickly. Well, two disclaimers. Please forgive me for I have not sinned, but you know, if y'all see a little mess behind me, I am in the process of moving, y'all, so me even filming and things is a miracle. I'm really trying to like stay on top of my business, stay on top of my channel, as well as like pack and move and still work throughout the day as well. So it's really been a lot, but I'm grateful and I'm super happy for all the support that I received. Second disclaimer is that I am not a professional with my Cricut, but you guys really want to see me use it and I'm here for it. So I'm going to show y'all all the steps. This is like a little off-brand Cricut kit that I got off of Amazon. If anyone's interested, I'll also be sure to link that down below. Scissors. This which is just like a marker. Well, this actually came with my Cricut, but I just keep it inside of there. This, as well as my like weeder. This as well, which you know you'll see me use. I use that like when I'm using the transfer paper. Another thing that I purchased as well, I got my first batch of vinyl. This is just from Amazon as well. Possibly one of the most important things, which is transfer paper, which I also got off of Amazon. It was not expensive at all. As you guys may know, this is the mat that actually automatically comes with the Cricut, and I have the blue one, which is light grip. I'm probably talking too much, so I'm gonna go ahead and get right into the video. I have my tools chilling in here. I don't usually do that, but I'm being bougie for the video, so yes, I'm gonna go ahead and start by powering my Cricut on. Okay, love, I hear ya. And I'm gonna press open, which will just open it for us like that. Okay, there is a power cord for this, and there's also a USB that will connect the Cricut to my computer. So I have my USB connector as well as my cord here. This is what the screen looks like when you first open it. It gives you the option to choose a new project. You can either press it here or you can press it up in the top right hand corner. So of course we're going to go ahead and just press that. Oh, but aside from that, I do want to show you guys there are a bunch of different like projects that you can try, or just inspirations, things like that. So yes, they have some preloaded things. Some stuff you have to pay for, some stuff is free, but I just always go ahead and press new project and make something on my own. So once you press new project, this is the screen that you're going to see. It just looks like it's like pretty much this exact grid, which makes it really easy in terms of knowing how big you really want something to be, because you can actually physically see it on the board. So this is the screen. So I'm going to go ahead and press text, because like I said, today's project is going to be me doing lip gloss labels. So for the first one, I'm going to write Zara, because I don't usually customize lip gloss labels, but I'm doing it for her. So so when you go ahead and go up into fonts, they have again some things that you can buy. They have some stuff that's loaded by the system, and then they have Cricut fonts, which you can also buy. So system fonts of course are free. I always have been using for my lip gloss tubes, I think it's called like Paint Signer or something like that. I'm going to show you guys when I find it. So it's actually called Sign Painter. So I had it backwards. So press that and it's going to change the font like that. So I'm going to move this up here. So there's that. Another thing that you guys should know, you are able to download fonts onto here as well. But what I'm going to do now is go ahead and do the letter spacing. So I feel like you can, here, hold on. Let me move it back down so you guys can see. Make it a bit easier for you guys and myself. Okay, so letter spacing, you can make it spaced even more, but I actually don't like how far apart the letters are, so I'm going to bring that in by pressing letter space. Keep doing so until I feel that they're connected. Now, you know what I'm gonna do I'm gonna just do, like, some letters they space it a bit much, so I'm gonna do that like that, so that we have ARA. Then I'm gonna press text, and I'm just gonna do Z. So I separately typed out a Z so that I will now be able to put it like where I want to put it, you know. So it's like that, and we're gonna go down here. There's an option that says weld, so we're gonna press weld, and that's gonna put this entire thing together. So now it is one. Okay, so we're gonna put that up here, and me just knowing the size of my lip gloss tubes, I'm gonna make that a bit smaller, about that size. So along with this, I am also gonna make one that just says crowned for just a regular lip gloss tube. Alright, so after going offline, I did what I told you guys I was going to do. I just went ahead and wrote crowned, which is what I use for my lip gloss tubes. So I have one tube and another tube. Of course you can make a full-on page, but since I'm just doing like a walkthrough right here, I'm just going to show you guys how I do it when I'm doing minimal orders. So Zara and crowned. Another thing is you want to make sure that it says cut only, because sometimes it'll say print and cut. At this point, you're going to go ahead and press where it says make it, and as beautiful as they are, they're going to go ahead and pull up your actual mat. So it'll show you the measurements, and then it has, as you can see, it says crowned right here, and then it says Zara right here. They always put it next to each other, but I prefer it to be this way. So the next step is for us to go ahead and press continue, and as you'll see here, it's going to load up. It's saying that it's connecting to the machine. So now it's setting to the material, and it tells me to adjust my dial to desired material. I have mine set to vinyl because that's what I'm going to be using. Sometimes people just leave theirs automatically set to custom. When you have it set to custom, it does give you a bunch of different options of things that you can choose. If you actually look into the knob, the different options are custom, paper, vinyl, iron-on, light cardboard, light cardstock, bonded fabric, and poster board. So it's currently set to custom, but since I am using vinyl, I'm going to go ahead and switch that over to where it says vinyl. You can see this is the loading button, this is the start button, and this is the pause button. So right now, since I have selected my thing, this is why this button right here is blinking. It is ready for me to go ahead and load my mat, but unfortunately I'm not ready. So let me go ahead and get prepared so that I can load this and we can start cutting out our material. My scissors, of course you can use any scissors, but I like to use the scissors that came in my Cricut when I'm using my Cricut because it just makes the most sense to me, you know. I'm just going to use this because that's the first thing that I saw, honestly, and it works. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and cut it. So y'all know, like, I feel silly telling y'all that I'm about to cut because everybody knows how to cut. Well, maybe not everybody, but yeah, pretty much just cutting out a small piece. This is why it's super important to like keep leftover vinyl, because you're going to be able to use it. Like, so this is about the size of the piece of vinyl that I'm cutting right here. I'm placing my vinyl here, so I'm just at the top corner on your particular project, but this is the amount of vinyl that I will need for mine. So this is what I cut out and placed onto the mat. So now we're going to go ahead and load it, and I'm going to allow you guys to watch it cut out the actual words, and then we'll move on to the weeding process, which I think is the most complicated process of the entire thing. Peeling back the transfer paper, and I'm about to put it on top of the word, okay? And make sure you're not wasting anything. Yo, this part is so hard with acrylics only. But I just try to bend it, and then I use this to like ultimately separate the two. So if anybody has acrylics and y'all wondering how, that's what I do, and it works for me. So now I'm putting that over top of where it says crowns. All in all, this is what you receive after you do follow all the steps. Like I told you guys, I'm not a professional, but yeah, so that's how you do it. Are just trial tubes and whatnot. You could put your lip gloss in and wash your tube and then apply your labels. I'm gonna do some more Cricut videos. That was just like a basic 101, like how to use a Cricut video. If there are any Cricut professionals that are in my comments, make sure you comment if you see me do something that you feel like was wrong or anything like that, because you know, I would love the help. And yeah, so that's all for today's video. If you haven't already, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button, give this video a huge thumbs up, comment down below any questions, comments, concerns, compliments, all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys in my next video, which will be this upcoming Sunday. Bye.
I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all. I'm blickety black.